Hello and welcome back, and another quick one of my quick flower arrangements. All flowers you'll see and foliage are from my garden. There's nothing bought here. I've got one or two nice chrysanthemums, some pink ones and a couple of white ones I think as well. A few old dahlias which are now really getting, going over, and it even just talk of a frost next week. So got some more there to bring in. So we're not going to stand over this too much. It's just a quick autumn arrangement in a jug. I better start by saying I have got some Taxus baccata, or the yew tree. Now you've got to be, obviously I picked this, nobody's going to touch this. If you ever cut any yew or cut a yew hedge, make sure you wash your hands well afterwards. It is one of the most poisonous trees known to man. It's kind of loaded with this toxin, I believe, and I think it only takes 50 of those leaves, kind of spiky leaves on the yew tree there. It only takes 50. If you digested 50 of those, it would kill you within a very short space of time. The only, and I'm not going to try it here, but the only edible thing on the yew tree is the fleshy part of the lovely red berries. Why I picked this, because it's got some super berries on. The little black seed, or kind of seedy thing in the middle, is again deadly poison, and 2 of those little black seeds will kill a horse. It's a tree we associate with churchyards and that kind of thing, a very mystical tree, a bit like the holly tree again. Was probably planted in churchyards to keep livestock out. Even the roots of the tree are, have this toxin in, so are deadly poison. So it's worth knowing what a yew tree looks like, certainly informing children about yew trees and, how dangerous they can be. I'm not aware that many people get poisoned by them because, you've really got to go looking for a yew tree probably. But even if you find fungi and you find edible fungi and it's growing off the roots or the bark of a yew tree, forget it, because that will have picked up the toxin as well. I do think it has its uses. Obviously it makes quite a nice furniture wood, yew wood, and it's quite a nice reddish, it has a reddish tint in the middle of it. I know it's also used for English longbows, shooting arrow at longbows for archers. It's always been used for that, and it's a very hard wood. I mean, some people say you shouldn't even burn the wood on an open fire because would you believe the smoke, if any smoke wafts out, it can also produce this toxin even in the wood. But I have burnt really dry, really thoroughly, 3 or 4 year old dried out yew. I burnt it on an open fire, and I'm still here to tell the tale. But yeah, an interesting tree, the yew. Trouble when you use these jugs, they're a wide. It can really do with a little bit of wire mesh in there, but I haven't got any because they're quite wide necks, and obviously, so what I like to do is pack some foliage out at the back. My usual kind of way of going on here, and try and then it gives a bit of support to put the flowers in the front. We might as well use our yew now we've picked it, and we'll just put that in there and try and get the berries so we can see the berries, because the berries are lovely on the yew tree. That is the wrong way round actually, that's the better way. We perhaps have to cut that bit off there, which is a bit of a shame, never mind. And So now I've got some homegrown chrysanths. These have come out of my greenhouse. I don't profess to know a lot about growing chrysanths, but I just absolutely adore the smell. It is so autumn. I was born at this time of the year, and it's a vivid memory. It always reminds me, I suppose, of the month of my birth, and just the smell is, amazing. I know some people don't like them. I mean, to the Japanese, they are the flower of death, aren't they? So, but we won't think about that today. I'm just going to cut that a little bit shorter. They're very easy to grow, you don't have to, I mean, some of the people that show them and really go overboard, sort of, break them and stop them and then disbud them. And I certainly, these decorative bigger ones, I have been disbudding. So you've just got one, that means like you take the side shoots out, there's a side shoot there. You remove the side shoots and then just flower them on one bud, and then you get a nice, quite a biggish flower. The easiest chrysanth to grow by any means, and I say I'm no expert on chrysanths, but the easiest chrysanth to grow are the spray types like this, because you don't disbud, you just let them do their own thing and away they go, and you can grow them in the garden. I like to grow them in the greenhouse because it protects them a little bit this time of the year from rain and earwigs and everything getting damaged. And right, let's use up a few of these sprays now. So very easy to grow these are, and very worthwhile, even if you don't want to pick flowers and you just want some nice autumn colour in your garden. You really can't beat spray chrysanths, I don't think. They will survive, tolerate a lot of weather, even some cooler weather. They'll before they finally succumb to any kind of frost, they will. I'm just going to take that a little bit lower. And really good value, you've got to really think about buying the plants sort of in May or June, and then obviously grow them on. You can take, if you keep the plants, you can take new cuttings off your existing stock in the springtime when they start coming back into growth. It's not difficult. I think we'll take that bud off because it's going to be a bit high there, isn't it? And that one's, we can get that round the back, that might be better. I have got some dahlias here, but they were sort of going quite over, but we might put a few of those at the front there. There again, I like the smell of dahlias, really reminiscent to me of autumn again. Although we tend to grow them as a summer flower nowadays, but to me they come into their own in sort of late August, September really, or they used to, but now we seem to have dahlias earlier and earlier, but a latish summer flowering, shall we say. I don't think that bud will come out, so we'll nip that off there. And some of those leaves, the thing about dahlias, unlike chrysanths, if you leave a lot of foliage on and in the water, the bottom foliage, it makes the water go tremendously smelly, I think, dahlia foliage. For some reason, some flowers don't, some flowers do, but I think dahlias do, as I say. But and obviously the chrysanths should last well over a week. I top it up occasionally with water. That's quite a nice dahlia. It's quite a nice white coloured one, that is. There again, I think we'll have some of that foliage off there, and we'll take that bud off, unfortunately. Can we get that up that top there and poke it down? I think we'll have to take that bit of foliage off as well. Just leave the top bit of foliage on. Got a white chrysanth there that we'll probably put in somewhere as well, just as a we're not really too worried about colour. It's not, you know, anything colour coordinated here. It's just a mixture of what we've got at this particular time, which is there again what flower-ish arrangements to me should be. That looks okay there. Levels that side up a little bit. I think we've got one more pink chrysanth there, just a bit of a smaller one. We'll try and get that in that side there. You see now there's a one that there's a bud that I left and didn't take off, and quite a few side shoots there that should have really, but it doesn't matter. It's and I think before I overdo it, I am going to probably call that a day, to be absolutely honest. Got a little bit more there, there's a hole at the front there, isn't it? We cut that right down. Can we get that in there? Use all the flowers that I've picked anyway. Oh, just cut that off. Oh look, it's broke off now. Never mind, we'll still put it in there. It might come. We can. And as always, thank you for watching, and good gardening wherever you are, and I'll catch up with you soon. And my best wishes, and bye for now.